must-watch Taiwanese drama that every K-drama fan will surely love. They will be 3 parts. Part 1. A refresh man. Zhong Yu Tang and Ji Wen Kai are childhood friends. Wen Kai's grades has always been normal, but Yu Tang's grades were really good. After becoming adults and entering society, Yu Tang has entered the cosmetic world and has the chance to become the secretary of the new CEO. The CEO ended up being Ji Wen Kai. And their story continues. Fall in love with Maine. Lu Tianxing is a prodigy in Asia's advertising field. Rich, famous and mightily successful, he suddenly announces during a press conference that he will be taking a 3-month break from the advertising life. With a simple disguise, he transforms himself into Xiao Lu enter Tao Le Si, a young woman who promised her late brother to protect his advertisement agency and his legacy. Unfortunately, business never picks up, and Li Sai had to battle with Tian Ningxing to stop her company from being sold. When Xiao Lu enters her office doors, Li Sai initially thinks that he's Tian Xing, that the two men's personalities are complete opposites. Li Sai finds herself drawn to Xiao Lu's warm temperament, but will their love last once she discovers the truth of his identity? Moon River. The day Ming Xiaoxi transferred to her new school, she got herself into a fight with the most popular kids in school, who also happened to be the most arrogant, devilish pretty boys in school. Before she knew it, she became public enemy number 1. But nothing can defeat this outgoing martial artist. She can handle any punches coming her way. Just you. QI is a boss from hell, worse than a dictator. He is the saboteur of office romance. Cheng Liang is tasked by her co-workers to break down the boss' defenses and convince him to lift the anti-office romance rule. But will the two of them find themselves falling for each other along the way? Together. Momo Chen is a quiet and shy girl with Jia Sen as her only friend. She is often forgotten and left behind. Her only interest is to read her manga. Prince Kashaba Mars is a superstar whose popularity went downhill after a series of negative publicity incidents. His finances, as a result, go into red alert, and he is forced to move out of the company house provided to him and moves into a cheaper place instead. He is also told to attend school while on downtime. On the first day of school for Mars, he arrogantly signs his name onto one of Momo's manga with a permanent marker over a picture of Prince Kashaba. Momo becomes furious and yells at him in front of everyone. Meanwhile, Mars manager, Yi finds him a room for rent in Momo's house. Momo is unaware that the room is being rented until her sister drops the news on her suddenly after school. Both are unaware that it is Mars who is to be their tenant. Mars gradually befriends Momo and her childhood friend Jia Sen, a swimming captain with the cognitive ability and maturity of an 8-year-old. Momo Chen describes him as different from us and not silly or stupid. Jia Sen earns many medals for swimming and gives them to Momo because he secretly has feelings for her. He refers to Mars as bad guy and often gets upset when Momo hangs out with Mars. In the beginning, Mars and Momo constantly fight, but after going through some challenges together, they finally begin to show their feelings for one another. Love keeps going. It all started when Jia Mei Cindy Wang was just a little girl. She overheard her parents decided to get a divorce and deciding which child should stay with who. Both of them didn't want Mei Li, so Mei Li decided to change that. She started doing her best at everything, being well-behaved, caring, obedient. She achieved a lot of certificates, everyone enjoyed to be with her at work, and her boss just admired her hard work. That's how she met her boyfriend Han Yifeng Eli Shi, through her kind and caring soul. Even his family loved her, except his brother, Han Lai Mike He. Kind-hearted Mei Li was just doing a favor that her boyfriend asked to pick up Yi Lei at the airport, and right from the start, the two of them disliked each other. But on the other hand, Mei Li was also trying really hard to fulfill her boyfriend's dream of owning a bakery. But when she finds out her relationship with Yi Feng isn't as pure as she thought it was after discovering he cheated with a worker at their own bakery, she finds herself falling in love with his brother. Ying Yi 3-1. Jia Tian, Jia Zhang, Fang Wei, Bulu all four grew up on West Side Street together and currently study in Yingyi School, 1 month away from graduation. Jia Tian's dad is a police officer in West Side Street and is retiring tomorrow. But just on that day, they all had a fight with the dinosaur gang in the school and were almost expelled by the principal. Officer Xiao went to settle the conflict, and not only did it not get settled, his gun got misplaced by the principal too. Everyone thus discussed things over and decided that they all will remain in the school, and they must find the gun within the 1 month of graduation to let Officer Xiao retire peacefully and happily. Jia Zhang, Fang Wei and Bulu then can successfully graduate. While finding the missing gun, they discovered that an ex-convict Grey Wolf who escaped from prison is possibly connected with the missing gun, and even more surprisingly, the Grey Wolf is actually having close communication and contact with students in Yingyi. The X family. Beside our own space and time, there are 11 other dimensions exist side by side with Moji, a dimension where evil resides. And this story began in the gold dimension where Di Dong and his gang lived and fought the dark forces from Moji. After the gang lost all their powers in the last battle, Xiu traveled to other dimensions to find Di Dong's alternate self. His search led him to a boy named Jia Tian in the iron dimension. The boy's incredible power is sealed away by a Fenglongti on his neck. If he could harness the boy's power, the boy can save all the worlds from falling into the hands of Moji. Love contract. Outwardly, Xiao Feng is a stubborn tomboy and the captain of the kendo club at her college. In her group of friends, she is the leader with her demanding nature and abrupt ways. Inwardly, however, Xiao Feng is a girl scarred by her past and searching for what she wants most: love. Her friends, Akai, Xiao Bai, Mutu, Xin Lai and Xiao Xiao, don't know about that part of her past, but they are all loyal friends to Xiao Feng, that is until Xiao Kao, Bai and Kai leave the kendo club for the swim team. Xiao Bai and Akai are immediately regretful when the captain of the swim team, Aken, turns out to be a captain as grueling as Yao Feng. When one night Xiao Feng announces to her friends she wants to love the most, Xiao Bai and Aken devise a prank called the love contract. In exchange for finding swim team members to recruit, Ken must court Xiao Feng. Down with love. Shang Yuping, a divorce and inheritance lawyer, is seen by others as cold, selfish and ruthless. He had taken in his brother's orphans and was in need of a nanny. But after he exhausted his supply of nannies, he still couldn't find one who doesn't fall in love with him or get scared off by the kids. Fed up, Yuping asks his secretary, Yang Duo, to find a nanny that meets his requirements. She recommends her younger sister, Yang Guo, for the job, assuring Yuping that her tomboyish sister will not fall in love with him by lying that she does not like men at all.